All right, welcome back. We got another special guest today, Mattias Elsner. Mattias, how old are you?
I'm 14 years old.
Where do you play?
North Shore Twins.
And what's your position?
First base, pitcher, outfield.
Nice. Mattias is grade 9?
Yeah.
Pretty big dude. What do you think the biggest thing that's helped you over the last, we'll say, 2 years? What's the biggest thing that's like progressed your baseball career?
Probably like confidence and knowing that like I can go out there and I can like perform at a really high level.
Perfect. I love that. Yeah, confidence is a huge thing. If you're not confident in your ability, you're decreasing your chance of being successful. So confidence is a huge thing. If you watch the guys in the MLB, most of the time you can't really tell if they're 0 for 4 or 4 for 4 with a couple doubles and a bomb. So yeah, that's a big thing. I think another big thing that's helped you is lifting weights.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, it looked like the bat was sort of swinging you. Now it looks like you are swinging the bat. What have you been? When do you hit the gym?
Much as I can, really. Like try and go 4 times a week, but yeah, it kind of depends on.
And you go before school?
Yeah, before school.
And again, that's like the type of dedication it takes to get to that next level, right? He was a skinnier kid. He's a tall kid for grade 9, so he has to put on that muscle and be able to activate his body and be able to have that mind-muscle connection. So big props to him for getting in the gym and putting on the weight. Let's take some swings and see what we got going on. All right, a couple swings to warm up here. The ball was moving. All right, so the one thing we were working on with Mattias before, being a left-handed thrower, his left hand kind of dominates the load. So get in your stance really quick. So he's used to loading with this hand, which makes this shoulder kind of dive in a little bit too far. And then he ends up flying open a tiny bit and slicing a lot of balls. So we worked on this a little bit last time. We're going to try to load with this hand. We're going to try to take that dominant hand a little bit more out of it. And we're just going to try to keep that load a little bit more simple so that front shoulder doesn't dive in. So let's make sure we're focusing on that on the next few. Good. Now, do you think you can lift the ball based on where it is on the plate right now?
Yes.
Okay, let's try to lift a couple here. So I think this is just a case of like the ball being a little bit too deep because you are a big, tall kid. You're not quite at the back of the box, so you do have to hit that ball a little bit more out in front. So we're just going to put it a little bit more out in front and see what the difference is. Good. Same pitch, just hitting it a little bit more out in front, not kind of tying ourselves up. We're able to lift that ball because we're hitting it more on that upswing. So that's something for you to keep in mind, is just hitting that ball out in front a bit more. Good. Couple low and away. Let's make sure we're not diving that shoulder in because we know it's a low and away pitch. We still have to keep that load the same every time, and we adjust after that foot's down. Let's try to hit it nice and high to that right center gap. Okay, what do you feel?
I feel like I might be coming around it a little bit, not like as direct as it could be.
Okay, so what I want you to think about this round is not being perfect after the swing. So if the swing has to take you into the plate a little bit, we're okay with that, right? You see a lot of big leaguers when they hit that ball, their first step after is like boom, and they kind of fall into that plate a bit. So commit that body a little bit more to driving that ball the other way and keep the posture over the ball as long as you can. Better. Good. Nice. Good. This is another one of those big kids that, like, if I'm a pitcher in Bantam, if I come up and I'm facing you, I'm not going to feed you middle in, right? I'm not going to try to bust you in right away. I'm going to try to go soft away and feed those fastballs out over the plate. So, again, we talked about this before, but your approach, at least the first couple of at-bats, has to be the other way because they're not going to give you something to hit and pull and drive to the pull side. So we'll do a few more inside, but the majority of today is going to be driving that ball away and then just turning on it in when we do get a mistake. Nice. Nice. Do a couple high away here. Good. Now the thing with Mattias is the high pitch. Sometimes that top hand gets a little bit lazy and that barrel sort of dumps. I know we worked on this a few weeks ago. I really want you to just keep these low to that, kind of right over that second baseman. Just try to stay a little bit more on top of that ball. Keep the barrel above the hands. Good. Great swing. Good. One more. Good. Put this before getting your stance really quick. Load stride. Getting this top hand a little bit more active towards the ball when we go to start the swing. Don't dominate with this left hand and get pushy here. We want to fire that barrel right away. Exactly. Tough one. Good. Good. Good swing. Nice. Late barrel. Get that thing turned around. Take that left hand off. Feel that top hand working. Show me a couple. Yeah. One more. That's what I want you to feel. Barrel turn. Good. Tough one. Good swing. One more. Ah! What happened there? What'd you feel?
It's kind of like closed and just
big time. So again, keep that upper body quiet. Let that top hand work. Think right hand is your dominant hand on these. We'll do two more. Right hand's dominant. Very nice. Good. Oh boy. Okay, we're gonna go inside here. And again, it's probably your strength, but especially in Bantam, shorter mound, guys are throwing relatively hard. If you're diving this front shoulder in and lunging at the ball, it's going to be really tough to hit that inside pitch. So we're going to just really focus on staying quiet with that upper body, making sure we're staying back so we can rotate on the spot instead of drifting and being out in front. Yeah. So just turn on the spot, stay back. Nice. Feel how heavy that is? I want you to imagine you're like pushing that ground away a bit more instead of landing on it heavy. Think about like keeping the weight on the backside and pushing that front side away from you. Good swing. Tough one. Oh, good take. Really good take. If anyone saw that on film there, the take wasn't like this. It was bang from the backside. That was a really, really solid take. Nice. Good swing there. You're a pitcher too, so if you see a guy taking and he's way out in front like this, like you can expose him a little bit with the pitches you throw him. So, but if you see a guy staying back really well and taking back here, you got to pitch him a bit differently. Really good take. Try to do that every time. We'll do a little mixed round here, so I'm just going to feed you some fastballs and I'm going to slow some down and throw you some changeups. Just working on staying back, reading that pitch, hold that tension and let it rip. So what pitch do we absolutely have to be timed up for? Like what's the hardest pitch we're going to face?
Fastball up and in.
Fastball up and in. So we have to be timed up for that, right? That doesn't mean we're like looking for that necessarily, but our timing has to be working off that because that's the fastball we have to be able to turn on. Everything else, you just got to be able to shut it down for a half second and then hold the tension, let it rip. So try not to be late on these fastballs. Good. Good. Recognize it and hold the tension. Hold it. Good. Much better. Do that round again. I want you to finish a bit. I want you to try to finish balanced and just stay nice and short, almost like a two-strike approach. Still going to go fastball off speed, but I want you to try to finish a bit more balanced. And again, like I like the wideness, but I don't want you to get so wide that you're diving forward. We got to find that good medium where you can still stay balanced and stay back, but you're still in a wide land. Nice. Very nice. Stay short, stay short. We're making our decision a little bit too early and then you're just jumping out at everything. Again, you're a big, strong kid, so we can stay short to the ball. Stay short and quick. Good. Nice. Gonna glide towards that ball. So either hover or put that toe on the ground, but I want you to get started early and we're basically just holding that tension until we decide to go. Because you're kind of getting to that point where you're like, it's just like a rush load and everything. I just want you to be easy, 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 whack! Everything up the middle. Good. 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 Last one. On time. Okay, regular swings now, and I want you to create that same feeling where it's not just a rush load. You're kind of building it up slow, 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 holding the tension, seeing the pitch, and then exploding. Good. 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 Very nice.
No.
One more. Still got to see that pitch, right? Don't get into that auto mode where everything's right down the middle. We got to see it. Oh, busted you in. One more. Good. So one thing you can do off the tee to kind of work on that off-speed simulation is like just having that little bit of pause in the swing. So put the ball on the tee. So if I'm working on off-speeds, I can pretend I'm loading up for a fastball. Oh, it's a curveball. Right? And just feel that tension staying there and then letting it go. Good. Better. You're going to swing at that ball and the upper body is just rotating like this. We're going to pull off and roll it over. We got to keep that posture in that zone as long as possible. Good. Good.
No.
Sit back, dude. We can't be that far out.
Yeah.
You got to let it travel. You know it's coming. Better. 2. Good. Coming. Tough one there. Get your stance. So again, we're going to try to dominate with this hand a little bit more because if we can use this and get that barrel in the zone earlier, we can allow that ball to travel a bit more and be quicker to it back here. But if we're always chasing that ball out in front and kind of pushing our hands like that, then we've already made our decision way too quick, right? So yeah. Use that top hand, get that barrel in the zone early, but let it get there. Got to let it get there. Good. Ball. Fuck's sake. Nice. Let it travel, top hand. Take a couple top hand swings. Good. Okay, just that one's good. Short and quick. There, good. Feel like you're almost golfing. Like everything is just coming out like this. Feel like you're like taking a golf swing and finishing over the plate. Don't peek your head until that ball is fully off the barrel. Don't swing at that. Dude, we got to be a bit more selective here.
Yeah.
Good. What do you feel that's different than normal? Like when you're having a good day at the plate, what's different than today?
I don't know. I feel like just like kind of stronger, like with my swing, and not like kind of collapsing and just dumping the barrel.
Okay, so how can we adjust that right now?
It's like trying like low line drives,
okay,
and like get the top hand going.
Okay. Again, if we're just trying to hit everything all over the field, we're gonna have big misses, right? So let's try to like really hone in on that one spot we're trying to hit. Let's stay right back up the middle, right towards that black speaker. Yeah. And pitch selection is the biggest thing. Right? If it's not a pitch you can handle, it doesn't matter how good your mechanics are. If the pitch is out of the zone, the mechanics are gonna fall apart. So gotta have good pitch selection, and let's try to limit those misses. Keep that target right back up the middle. Pitch selection, dude. Come on. My BP's not very good right now. I threw 864 consecutive the other day. My arm's a little sore. We have to dial in our pitch selection. Be disciplined up there. Don't swing at bad pitches. Better there. Again, you're catching it so far out in front. Like that one you really let travel and you hit it 73 the other way. Let it get there. Trust yourself. Trust yourself that you're quick enough to turn on that ball when you're letting it get deep. Good. Good swing. Too early. 2. Where do you start where's your stance? So why don't we just narrow it up a tiny bit? And then when you stride, you can keep the same stride feeling, but now it's just going to stay shorter.
All
right. Good. Okay, what was the difference there?
Like just kind of slow, calm load, and just like let it get there.
Okay, do it again. Good eye.
No.
Better. 3. Dude, pitch selection.
Yeah.
Better. Again, like you can see the pitches I'm throwing today. I'm not where I normally am at. It's the same thing in a game. If you see a guy walking the first 2 batters and you're hitting third, we can't just go up there thinking I'm going to swing at everything.
Yeah.
We got to be more selective because the guy's not throwing strikes.
Yeah.
So you can learn stuff from even BP, right? It's all about pitch selection. Your swing is there, but when you swing at bad pitches, it falls apart. Dude, we can't keep doing this, right? Again, just train with 2 hands on the bat. It's going to force your body to stay out over the plate instead of just subconsciously thinking, oh, I can take the hand off. Oh, right? We have to keep our posture over the plate. 2 hands on the bat. Let's finish strong. Good. Now get the barrel around. There. Tough one. Good swing, though. Good. One more. Nice. Let's keep going. You're doing well. Good. End on it. See how there was less like flying out?